We've basically made it through July, and there hasn't been any sort of Nintendo event. We had our big June Direct, and July, despite some rumors, despite some reports and leaks, it's been empty. Save for Mario Kart. That's been fun. But there's a new report on Nintendo Switch 2, and I'll keep it brief and will avoid hyperbole, but it does seem like this system is more and more moving towards an early 2024 launch, and today's evidence just enhances that opportunity and keeps things extra interesting. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hit that like button if you enjoyed these videos. Now let's get to that report on Switch 2. And man, I mean, if Nintendo is going to drop this soon, the announcement should be October, around there. I don't think we should rule out an early 2024 launch until we get to like November. Like once we get past Mario Wonder, then maybe, or maybe they save it till after Mario Wonder. But okay, Thanksgiving. We'll say Black Friday and Thanksgiving. Once we get past there, no way. But I do think this thing is coming and probably going to repeat March or maybe April, but we'll get to that in a second. Now, this report comes from Money DJ once again. We talked about them a few weeks back as they were referencing Foxconn and parts for a new video game console in 2024. Now, they're back with a new report, and if you don't remember, Money DJ is a Taiwanese financial network, so they're covering things from the dollars and cents side of things. And this report specifically details PixArt. Now, who is PixArt? PixArt is a manufacturer that works on things like CMOS image sensor SoCs. Now, what does that mean in layman terms? It means the Joy-Con IR sensor. The Joy-Con does have the motion camera sensor on the bottom of one of the Joy-Con, and even though we've probably forgotten about it, and even though we rarely use it, it is there. So PixArt has worked with Nintendo for the Switch Joy-Con, it's worked for the Wiimote, it's worked with them multiple times, and it seems like if PixArt is supposed to be having a really nice boost from a gaming console in early 2024, it would have to be Nintendo. Now, Money DJ does not mention Nintendo nor the Switch, but they do say that it is a company that has been absent for many years, and the Game Machine is one of the key customers of PixArt, and the supply chain shows that it'll be launched early next year. So you add all these things together, PixArt's worked with Nintendo, Xbox and PlayStation probably aren't dropping anything in early 2024, probably don't have any cameras on them, IR sensors. I mean, this has to be Nintendo. And it lines up with Money DJ's past reporting, it lines up with things that we've heard and things that we've talked about, and it lines up with an early 2024 launch. I think this is now where I'm going to hone in my focus. Before I'd said, I don't know, maybe it gets delayed till holiday because they announced the Princess Peach game and they announced Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for Switch, but it could be that they just want to prove that they're going to continue launching OG Switch software and games for that already established huge audience even after the new console comes out. Now, maybe you could say, hey, this Japanese Game Machine could be Project Q from Sony, but that's expected to arrive later this year, and we've already seen leaks and pictures of it, and I don't know. I don't think that thing is going to really bolster anybody's, bottom line. I think Project Q is probably going to sell pretty poorly, probably like it's going to get like a Q rating, A, B, C, D, Q. The Switch, on the other hand, would probably be an A rating and would be something that would dramatically bolster financial forecasts for a company like PixArt. PixArt, it seems like they'd be back. I don't imagine Nintendo, no matter what they do with the Switch 2, whether it is a massive change, a minor change, it's not going to be a form factor change. We're not going to see something that doesn't switch, and we're not going to see something that doesn't have some sort of Joy-Con controller. Is it the exact Joy-Con? Maybe not, but it'll have some sort of Joy-Con controller, something that can slide on the system and slide off the system, something that allows for that sort of duplicity, right? And it makes a lot of sense that they would maintain that IR sensor because they'd want to maintain backwards compatibility. I won't go into too much depth there, but you could also make an argument that if Pixar is on board, that we're going to get a Toy Story game. No, it's PixArt, Zach. There's a T at the end. PixArt You could make the argument that they're going to be backwards compatible because they want to have that IR sensor for games like 1-2 Switch and things that took advantage way back in the yesteryear. I think Mario Odyssey actually takes advantage of it. I'm not sure how many games released in 2023 actually take advantage. It's not like something we can just sort by. It's something that, you kind of have to go on an individual basis. I don't know if SwitchForce does use the IR sensor. It might. Anyhow, it makes sense that if they're continuing this, it would probably increase the likelihood of backwards compatibility, and it also shows that Nintendo will be maintaining more or less the same ideology behind Switch 2 as Switch 1. Now, you could say this is a financial company, so who knows? Maybe they don't really know what they're talking about, but there is more and more smoke building, and something we've heard is that, okay, this thing is... we've heard no leaks, no true leaks, right? We have all these fake leaks. We haven't seen anything from production lines. That could still be coming. We still are in the early stages here. It's July 2023, so we could still get production line leaks. The other thing I want to point out is I've seen people like Nate Drake say that they don't believe it's coming in Q1 next year, that it's coming after that. And I wonder if maybe that's as simple as a April launch. I don't know that a May or June launch makes any sense for Nintendo. Remember, they used March before for the original Switch. March or April seem very valid once again. And March would be Q1 and April would be Q2. So perhaps we have some crossing of the lines and wires where it's actually not Q1, but that doesn't mean it's holiday. It's just going to be like, I don't know, early April, right? Like they went with mid-March last time. They could go with early April, and we're only talking about 2 weeks at that point. That's dollars and cents, right? It's not a huge difference. But Money DJ will be one that we watch from here until 2024. It's going to be something that we need to pay attention to and to see what they're saying and how this all pans out. Foxconn is one thing because they could be making a plethora of different parts and working with a plethora of different companies, but Pixar is probably Nintendo. You can kind of lock that one in. And therefore, if you're going to say Money DJ knows what they're talking about, then Money DJ is saying there is a Switch 2 in early 2024. They may not directly verbalize that, but what other system has been missing for a long time and uses Pixar technology and would be coming in early 2024? It's just a simple connect the dots at that point, and I'm liking where this is heading. I think 2023 is almost nil. 2024, though, feels like 100%. Just have to decide on the month. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Does this get you more excited? Does it change your holiday plans if a Switch 2 does come out in early 2024? And do you want Nintendo to announce that well before the holidays? In theory, if you're buying like Mario RPG or WarioWare, it would still be playable. You wouldn't be out anything. You wouldn't be investing in a dead platform. But at the same time, I think people do like to know and like to have as much foresight as possible to say, okay, I want to maybe not get these games and instead save for the console because this thing is going to be $400+. I mean, the OLED's $350. Do you really think Nintendo is going to sell something brand new at that price point or $25 more? It'll be $399 or perhaps $449. And given what we saw Ratchet and Clank do today on the Steam Deck, I'm ready to pay that for a Nintendo Switch that has the power to make something like that possible. So let me know your take in the comments down below. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, SwitchForce out.